Oh, thank you, Pedro. Welcome. Welcome back. Wow, that's a long time. Oh, Miko there. What an idol. Thank you. That's not actually me, dented, no, but I appreciate it. Look at that pretty bluebird next to me. Isn't she, love? Pedro, welcome. I hope you have a good time today. I know that Oblivious and Seer will be streaming at the same time, too, so you have all kinds of entertainment to watch. Yeah, thank you for the gift subscription there. Miko is one of my good friends who I often get the opportunity to work with, and it's a delight. They're a good folk.
What?
Oh, yeah, she's a good one.
Yeah.
Although that actually was the first time I think she came over for it. It was like to sit next to her friend and stuff. She's not good at that sort of thing. The funniest part.
It's okay. This cat is chill with like literally everybody.
I'm gonna rip that jacket off you and have you wear your shirt. I like your shirt a whole bunch. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah. She looks.
Can't believe you're stripping me.
Yeah, she looks cute in it. Celestia would tell her to take her jacket off. But Celestia, like the moment she gets a chance, she goes off and puts her casual outfit on. Because I just happen to love it, so I keep putting it on.
Linali doesn't really mind the coat. It's just hers. Just it feels soft to her, so she's just like,
It's very warm, I bet. It's very comfy.
yeah, comfy clothes.
Yeah. It's,
When we get to Reinhold, I'll probably give her like a casual outfit in the sense that she can probably like get it from home.
oh, I wonder what her parents will dress her up in. Because she wouldn't pick anything for herself now, would she?
No, she would.
Oh.
Just, you know, I do have something that is rather cute for her.
Okay, I look forward to it.
That
then.
was on the base that this character had a base for, and it fit her vibe because it looks comfy.
She's comfy. Comfy girl.
Migrate over.
Alright, bye-bye.
Let me mute up and try to fix this issue.
So how are you all doing?
Oh shit, here's the
Let me see how she looks. Actually not watching my stream at the moment. Okay, let's see. Do I have to move the camera at all? I might have to move the camera down a little bit, it looks like. Oh, this always scares the shit out of me.
I'll be late.
Sitting normally, and then her head in my lap as I tinkered with the internals of it.
Actually, before I break it, let me zoom it out just a bit. Let's see if that does it. Nope, not quite. I want to show off her toes. It's actually important to me to show off her toes. I like her toesies, you know, since I put on all the work, might as well show it off. Okay, that seems to be alright. And I might move the camera up slightly. I have to be real careful because my real life monitor is right here.
Just boost the power on it. Start actually melting people's eyes. Blind someone.
Yeah, I think I'll move it up a little bit higher.
We don't fuck with laser pointers. Laser pointers are dangerous.
Oh, this scares the shit out of me. I really don't like moving this thing. Yeah, that looks a little better. It's a little, let's see here. It's a little fisheye at the moment. Whoops.
That's so fucked. I just, because I know of like what even like consumer grade laser pointers can do to people. That's so fucked.
Oh no, now I tilted it. Now I'm in trouble. Oh god.
Like it was the evidence.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that looks better. Okay.
Oh god. Your punishment, I point a laser pointer in your face.
Hey Pedro, thank you for the gift sub to Jack. Wow, 41. That's crazy.
I'll take a little more.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be a good girl.
Be great going into this.
No, Reinhold is in basically 5 weeks, I think a little over a month. So what they're doing here is, sorry, I need to lock this down. Okay, and then adjust this a little bit.
Have a great time in here.
So, Reinhold is coming up
Floor.
in a couple of weeks. We've got, I think, 2 more episodes here, 2 or 3 more episodes here, and then we'll be headed off to,
Another one.
and then there'll be a 2-week break for them to prepare. Yeah, because they have to prepare the map and make sure it's all good, you know. I mean, they've been working on it. Silent over there and Shannon. Oh, there's Sophie. Let me go say hi to Sophie. But yeah, it's gonna be a little while.
They're not gonna, the students are gonna know what to do for themselves.
well, we need to make things happen now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
And then they're
ready
gonna
for your
say,
pitch.
This is when the shenanigans actually start happening.
Yeah.
This is where the school
If I
pranks
pitch,
start
I'm gonna be like
happening.
this.
Well, I mean, I thought you were doing the catcher thing, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait. I can't wait.
You'll
I
find
only
out.
watch baseball
You'll
like
find
once or
out. It's
twice.
gonna
I
get
know the
around.
Wii
It will
baseball,
most
but
certainly
that's
get
it.
around.
Hi, Todd.
That's fine.
Bye,
Wow,
Todd.
Sophie.
What are they saying? It's like play ball, or like you have like da 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 da
I'm
da
hot and tired and
Yeah.
You have all the
Good.
memes
Ronan
that
has
like
got
stare at
me.
you like this.
Ronan has got me interested in listening to Final Fantasy 16
I
music. 'cause he
really
said for
dislike how
anime,
creepy
he
that
puts on
was.
Titan's theme.
But well done.
yeah, I can see that.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sniping.
thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
and he said
Pedro.
that
Want
when
more?
Raggy starts
Welcome,
creating,
Juicy.
He puts on Heart of Stone,
So, Sophie,
which is
how
the
you
fucking-
been, huh?
The music from the fall.
I've been good. Oh, I
when
just copied your
Titan and
accent, so
Nefertiti
sorry.
fall.
I've been good.
Oh, I'll copy yours then. Let me
I
see if
made
I can
it.
do it.
It's a fun one.
Nar, nar,
Yeah,
nar.
I'm looking
There we
through
go.
them now
That's the
right
best I can do.
No.
I actually,
That's fine.
one day I would love to do an Aussie
Stay
accent, a
in
proper
the light.
Aussie accent, or even a
So
Kiwi,
hot.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Kiwi's
Yeah,
so full of
it's- I can
character.
feel my
Yeah.
room
it's
already
so
heating up. I should
difficult
shut the
for
door.
me.
Same.
I'd have
Yeah, my
to
room's
sit
heating
with you
up
and just
and
listen for like days, you know, and just study.
Yeah.
Because
It's only going to
it's all
work so
about,
well.
you know, the phonemes, right? The vowel and consonant sounds and how different they are.
Yeah.
And the way you form the words.
No, I didn't. I
Like
turned off.
It's-
nar,
Yeah.
you know, like that one I know because of Bay
Yeah.
from Hololive. She says it all the time.
Of course. She's really cool.
You're cool.
No, I don't think I'd be the best to learn from because I think my accent is slipping. Oh fuck, my accent's slipping.
Hey Tim, welcome.
A lot.
Thank you for another snipe there, love.
Sorry. Sorry.
yes, she
I
did.
just I turned on my
She
mirror and
missed it.
I wasn't supposed to and I freaked out a little bit. I'm so
Did you look at yourself and go, "Gosh, I'm cute"? How amazing!
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, look at
sorry,
that
I
girl.
didn't spoil anything. You'll see today. I might have cooked a bit too hard today. Oh man.
I was paying attention to your Discord. I always do, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't
You
think I
were-
saw it.
Oh. Are you streaming right now? Are you screen up?
Oh yes, I am. I'm streaming. Everyone's seeing you right now.
Can you hide it for just a second and
Sure.
I'll give you a sneak peek?
I can do that. Give me a moment here. Sorry, everybody. I will. Actually, I'll turn the audio off as well. There.
Oh, wait, the audio's fine. I mean, oh, actually, yeah. Just
Okay, we are
yeah,
blind now.
just- don't say
I
anything
won't.
about it.
Oh my gosh!
But
Here. There you go. Oh, good.
yippee.
I'm
very excited.
You make me giggle. You know, you're such an adorable soul.
I'm sorry. I just said that like a Canadian. This is why you can't copy an accent from me. I just said sorry like a Canadian.
Sorry.
Something's wrong with me.
A boot?
A boot? Yeah.
Boot?
Hey, bud. You know,
How you?
I was watching the hockey last night, and you know they were fucking thrashing it.
Fucking thrashing it. Thrashing.
I don't even know if that's.
I have no
lingo or
idea.
not,
No, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever accent you do, though, would be perfect because you're super enthusiastic. I think would be my favorite.
Yeah.
I have this.
Try to be.
You want to know something funny, Sophie? I've told you this. You know, ever since I got to JM for you, and I was on. You know, we did the mission the first time I got to JM for
Yeah.
you. And I was overwhelmed, you know, because I'm with Sophie, and it's one of my favorite characters, and I'm like scared, you know, I can't be too interested, you know, because I don't know you, I didn't know you at the time. And now, here's the funny part: any other character, I'm still fine. I'm just treating you like Sophie, right? But if you put Maya on, I'd be nervous and I'd be like a nervous little girl again.
Just
Yeah,
stay back.
I'd just be. I guess what it is, you know, is I've always loved harpies, and she inspired a whole lot for me and stuff. I mean, I'm still riding the wave of that. I love your designs.
It means so much to me.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, and seeing you work on her, you know, now that we know ND is coming back. Oh, we're late, aren't we?
Yeah.
No, now we know ND is coming back, you know.
Hello, everyone. Start gathering up at the front, please.
Speaking of that.
Please start gathering up at the front.
Let me make sure I turned everything back on. Okay. Yeah, Sophie is one of my favorite people. And just an incredible, like, omni talent, you know. She can do art, she can sing, she can do model making and stuff. She hand makes models. Both of the ones Sierra uses, well, 2 of the ones Sierra uses are from her.
Alright, everyone.
Nice
Go ahead
breeze.
and get settled to get started.
Nice breeze.
No big announcements today on the OSC side.
Breeze?
General
Breeze?
reminder, make sure you do have yourself set to
Breeze?
player,
What
not
breeze?
GM. So you don't accidentally press any buttons you're not supposed to.
I don't have a
Is there anyone who
Don't.
has any general questions before we get started?
Damn it, I'm not going to get to make fun of you.
Hands? Oh, I love you too.
Actually,
Thank you.
I do.
Thank you, Pedro.
Now that like the orientation, like finals are done, are we still on like week time skips, or will that be changing soon?
It is
Good job sniping.
going to remain week time skips.
Okay.
Unless we say otherwise, expect it to be a weekly thing.
Okay.
Any other questions? No? Okay. All right. Go ahead and get to your places. RPO start will be in about 5 minutes or so.
There we go.
No, they didn't actually hit her.
Oh!
She saw them coming
Okay.
and already like winding up, and she's like, "Oh."
Okay, so she actually dodged it. Alright. I had thought she had gotten clocked good. Damn it. I wanted to make fun of you.
No.
I guess I'll have to save it. Of course, she's feeling guilty because she missed it. You used up your luck for the weekend. Oh. Alright. Oh.
Where are you, Dan?
She did. You didn't get her. She said she did dodge it.
Okay, I didn't think so. Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
If you'd been hit, I probably would have gone
Gone.
flying back into the wall.
It would have been good. It would have been a good time.
Fuck out from your metal goddamn fist.
Yeah, it looked like I connected on my POV, but I know I lagged, so I assume that you dodged.
Where are we going? The campus dorm had it. Okay. Alright. Damn it.
See ya.
I wanted to make fun of her. Too bad. Donkey. Okay. So apparently it was a group final, so she's not going to get to anything, but we'll see what the professors say, because the professors may do something, you know. I actually expect them to. Shugi is too hot, so she won't be here today. Oh, I can't close the door. What? Close. It sounds like it always sounds like a chest closing every time I hear it. Alright, let's move this chair back into the corner. That way I can pace appropriately.
Alright, where's my bed? There's my bed.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's my cable. Oh, okay.
Position correctly.
It does sound like a Minecraft treasure chest opening. Oh yeah, it actually does sound like the door, doesn't it? Clunk. Time to stare uncomfortably at Scout. As usual.
You see uncomfortably.
Yeah. You know, just watching her roommate sleep while she's sitting here waiting for everyone to get for the day to start. Early bird, right?
Yeah.
That's my rule. Oh, let me move the expression wheel to the right place. Okay, ear puppet. There we go. Yep, got it. And then on this hand, same thing. Oh wait, no, we gotta do the jacket first, don't we? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're ready. Oh yeah, I heard. Celestia ain't gonna know about it. I think from Silent update, the thing I noted was that she hasn't been around much. Let's see. Let me go look at it real quick. And so Celestia, like,
Oh, is someone
wondering.
catching you up to things?
Yeah, well, I had seen it because you made your post.
Yeah.
Mechanic Bay. Nope.
Oh, my hand. Hand, come back. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. That she's been out of a whole bunch. So Celestia's going to notice that, and she's going to be curious about it, but in her way, which means basically she's not going to mention it. She's just going to look at you a whole lot.
She's gonna spy.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Sup, gamer?
Oh, shit.
I love Sophie.
I'm going over here. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Put your clothing on.
She's too sleepy to glare, you know? It's fine. Too
I know
sleepy
y'all
to
wanted to
annoyed.
take a bath, but like y'all don't have to be stinky.
True.
Wait, are we at the fan service episode yet?
We already did that. Didn't we go to the bath early?
You got this.
Hi. I don't know why she looked up my skirt and then started laughing. I don't know how to take that. Well, she's worried about Scout because she was sick. So in character, she was sick. That's what I'm going to say. She just hasn't talked to the professors or anything about it because Celestia doesn't like embedded weakness. Yeah, she had avian flu. Got it. By the way, the artist.
In 3, 2, 1, begin.
The artist delivered an update for Celestia. I've got a commission coming out. Oh yeah, I need to turn this off. So as always, we do the same thing we do every morning. Take out our jacket. I'm a right-handy, so I always put it on right hand first. Oh, we don't have quiche or... Now, I know Shogi's overheating, so I feel for her. It's hot.
Good morning.
We're going to check on room 6, our good friend. Make sure Lunali's okay. So we got a little bit of a timer in our head. Make sure that Lunali's alright. Now, Celestia's seen her about.
Good morning.
I love all the students saying good morning to each other. Light bird taking a drink. Hi, sweet. How are you?
Hello.
She don't know that. Hasn't spoken to them at all.
I decided to let you wake up normal instead of me shaking you wake like normal. No worries.
Oh, sorry.
Morning, Rue.
Yeah, she's overheating because of the heat stuff going on in her house. Holy crap, sweet.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Yes.
That's good.
How have you been doing? 3 years? It's wild.
Hello, Professor. Good morning. Hi, Milo.
2 years? That's wild.
I don't know. I was just
3 years? That's wild. Trey what? 3 years. I need to talk to Aim some more so I can pick up her accent. You know, I was talking to her earlier today. As I always tell people, it's not a competition.
Maybe it helps somehow.
I did eat before the final exam.
How are you faring, my love?
Love myself my tea.
A lot better. I am fully optimal now.
Optimal. Oh, that's a little one.
That indeed.
Morning.
There's Scout. Hasn't seen Lunala yet. I heard her, but I don't think Celestia heard.
Milo, good morning.
She's heard generic thumping sounds from above.
Everything all right up here? You're just kind of standing here, staring at each other.
Oh, yes,
I
well...
was staring at my apple.
Oh, okay. Why do you have an apple?
The Vorforge twins make sure I eat at least something.
Do you have to eat?
No.
Oh. But you can if you want to, I guess. Does it taste like anything?
Just like breathing. Yes, I can taste.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Good morning, Camilla.
So it gives you enough to never then just
That's
use
Dictory.
20 minutes of doing
I've been
so.
practicing.
My sister and I are
You want to know what was we didn't have consoles when I was a kid. The first console was released later.
I don't. Is something wrong with us just
do you-
standing
do-
here? Do
do
I
you-
need to get closer to you?
You know if
I don't know.
anybody knows how to braid hair?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I'm just gonna go.
Scout mate.
It's the front room.
The purple one there.
People are normally here a lot.
She's got the braids after all.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Scout.
I guess I am still awkward.
Yep. I had something a little bit before that.
If it's any consolation, I didn't think it was.
I did not either.
Thank you.
Still kind of hurts.
You're very welcome.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Right here? Or like in
Professor.
we can do it here.
Okay. I can go get changed after that.
Here, sit down. Is there any special way you want to braid it, or just like normal braid?
Good morning, Professor Zolowicz.
I've been thinking of ways to.
Yep, the NES.
Still hurts too. It's okay. You have a lot of hair. It's very pretty.
I don't know what else I could do with it.
Thank you.
I'm sort of thinking
try to
longer coat.
Take care of it.
You know.
Were you able to complete
Debbie's usually here.
one of the deliveries yet? Or are both in
yeah,
one?
she usually
Yeah,
gets
but
one.
have this open
Both
so
are
I could
here.
The warehouse to here.
Usually I see Reginald in here.
When I was running from the
take it
warehouse
off
to here.
dramatically.
You don't
He has
want
not
to
appeared
change
yet.
it, or do you
Perhaps
want
he is already at the...
Not all the projects are finished, and
Yes.
we all need to figure out how to
Thank you.
do all of them. So I
Okay,
think-
then I shall wait.
You will need to eat at some point.
Or, you know, get
As does Braggy.
Sounds like you're all busy.
Yeah. Yours is pretty easy though. You just need to put in like a
Perhaps.
case or something.
Do you have like a hair tie?
His
or do you
order
just
is
leave
very
it loose
small
at the end?
comparatively.
It is still routine.
Yes.
You shouldn't call yourself a project.
If nothing else, I shall
There you go.
Oh, I did
fulfill my delivery at campus.
Pretty. I guess I should. Thank you.
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
striking
Put
sense,
my-
like a-
To do mine every morning.
Your body is a temple type deal.
I know we could put it in one of our beds. They won't look.
Temp?
Does that make sense?
Actually, speaking of,
Morning,
how are
Scout.
your coming along?
Morning,
I'm good, actually. I think I know exactly what I want to do. But
You look not quite awake yet.
Maybe. I'm running with the backpack idea.
Morning, Lunali.
Hi.
Is your spine alright? No, sir.
Some help with design, so I don't mind helping out.
Good. I'm glad they bring in some of the
for me, I think I'm
helpers in, some of the staff members.
I think we're going to stick with the seat and redesign it to
Thinking about your ideas. I have not pried, but I know you are hiding something.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
I'm not hiding anything. I don't like to put a lot of wind into something and then it just peters out, you know? So if I change my mind or it doesn't work out,
Okay.
you know.
I'm excited to see your idea, though.
Thank you.
If it does work, I'm actually very interested to see how that.
Just paying attention to Leon at the moment.
Good morning, Mira. Oh,
The bigger.
hanging out, as they prefer to be called.
The prototype you're using in the
I
exam?
have another delivery to complete.
Yeah, the prototype was to see if I could
And who's that to?
make a design for
Professor Braggy.
and then
If I do not see him here, I will provide it as
make it
soon.
take a casting focus. And it's sort of
Perhaps we
I
have
am
more.
not
She's
able
taking
to
a note
use
about
the
Professor
prototype
Braggy.
project I'm working on, but that's more long term.
Naturally.
I was curious
Oh,
if
I
there's
shan't-
a possibility as well.
Stop you. I'm going to pour myself a cup.
The use of the casting foci along a design foci.
I'm not sure what Braggy sponsors this time.
Good morning, you
Fishing
two.
in the dorms very much.
Good morning.
Well,
Probably
Generally,
nearby the
that's
academy.
fairly cheap to make already, so sometimes it's, I guess, seems a waste.
Remind me of your name.
The trick is finding creative ways to make it worthwhile.
My name is Mal.
Trading off a lot
Mal?
of expensive capabilities that I might be able to get with a casting
Good morning.
M-A-L.
Good morning, Mal.
and I can enhance aspects of myself more.
I think we're now at the table of Tieflins, right?
I'll start with my right leg.
You and Scout?
Sort of like that.
Making
Perhaps.
Something I
Oh.
was actually curious to ask.
I didn't check if you have a tail. Forgive me.
You know what?
No.
I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while.
Well, I usually just sit here anyways.
I'm going to have my breakfast here.
Interesting how you said there was something in here.
Scout's just usually always there.
Aye, that she is.
Morning, Isaac.
Kind of like me. She's a regular. Likes her routine, as it were.
Listening to you, but also not. I've been lost in thought listening to her ever since.
Are you unfamiliar with
He's
your own internal
used to doing the same thing every day. Well, years. Just kind of formed habits like that.
Aye. It's good for discipline. Get you in the same spot to be ready, whatever's to come.
Maybe we could, I don't know, take a look at it under the water.
Not necessarily
general, my general.
I would recommend just
Right. Well, if you want to
Mal,
take a
which
look
group
at
are
it,
you with?
I wouldn't mind, but
I was with group 5.
Oh, 5.
I will ask a little bit about it. I didn't
How'd things go last week for you?
When you had your checkup with them, did you
I think it went
ask
pretty
for a
well, all
physical
things considered.
examination, or were you connected to their terminal?
Yes.
At least within the
Well,
5 injuries weren't too bad. The worst of it was
I did not actually get a
probably
checkup
me
this
and
week. I was
Felix.
just scared to go because
Oh.
did the thing.
Felix nearly got his eye clawed out again.
What I've heard from
Did they lose it?
encountered the same,
folks,
Greetings.
I'm quite happy
he still
with
got
that.
it. I don't know.
Would be quite the
Been checking, but he's been,
Any targets this morning?
You worried about?
busy.
Felix.
Well,
especially during rotation.
Felix still has his eye.
Yeah, he still has his eye.
Oh,
I was
good.
just talking with him. He seems to have 2 papers.
Maybe a travesty,
Hey.
of course.
Showed off.
At the rate he's going with how often that gets hit,
Next time it's just gonna fall out.
be the case for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'd be worried about.
Oh. What's this? Oh, Mal. Have a good day.
It looks real nice.
Carly.
It is well taken care of.
Indeed.
Well done.
They veritably devoured the books that I have given to them.
See you at lineup.
Some of them are already getting inventive.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, up here,
She likes Bailey, so that's why she's following.
Morning, Clink. Cedric, morning. Happy synthetic morning.
Okay. If you're wondering what Celestia's thinking, she's checking if Clink is gonna go over to bother her. Oh, let's see. She's curious if Clink is gonna go over to the other professor and flirt with him. Celestia don't know which one did it. She doesn't even know that it happened.
Good morning, Celestia.
Morning, Nicolila. How are you?
Very well.
Oh, very well.
How are you?
I'm alright, doing better. Glad that we're ready to move on, I think.
Happy synthetic morning.
And curious what Clink is up to.
Clink up to something?
Don't know, but he was on his way over here and seemed to be running, so I was curious what he was looking for. What I didn't say. Well, let's go. Go solve this mystery. By the way, Ikalila, have you heard anything about Scout? It's last week. No.
Scout. Quiet.
Aye. All right. I'm curious why. Oh. I don't know what it is with her. Bailey seems to be
Attention all students and faculty. Please report to the blacktop. Attention all student and faculty. Please report to the blacktop.
I want to call him that his tail is fluffy. Oh.
We're gonna have a starving morning, huh?
They have a cane. I didn't notice that before. Alright, something for Celestia to ask about later.
They're closed today. Now they're not here.
Nobody wants to open today.
They're sleeping in.
We got 2 more days in Lindell and they're wanting to cuck us.
Hey, listen, we're having a pack up shop. There's a lot of things we need to do.
You know what? That's fair. You're right. You're so right.
They have every excuse.
We got 2. Yeah, it's Braggy and Savvy.
Braggy? Yeah. They're having a talk. Let them have a talk.
Don't worry about it too much. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Soliloquy or something. That's why I was gonna grab him something from the bakery.
Oh.
Something
alright,
about extracurricular.
Ooh.
Extra cookie liquor.
And you're
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Speaking of.
Morning, Uriel.
Turn around. Turn around.
They're
closed.
I'm going back around. I heard.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to catch it.
I need to find Kane.
Morning,
Kane?
Euro.
Where's Kane?
Morning. I mean, well, he's gonna be at the blacktop.
I don't think they see you.
They'll notice you eventually, Bailey. Keep
I'll
swinging.
get there. I'll get there.
I don't think they see
We
you,
got
Bailey.
time.
Oh, wait, you got it?
Celestia was going to say fire a gun. But bullets fall back down if you're shooting in the air, so don't do that. One of the interesting things about bullets, by the way, is that no matter how fast you shoot them, they'll always fall at the same rate, pretty much. So the distance they travel is a matter a certain percentage of aerodynamics and more percentage of their speed and the angle they're fired at. That is the horizontal distance they travel. So Celestia's going to be a good girl this time and line
On
up.
top of the building. You may have to wait a while.
Understood. We should line up in the
I
meantime.
think I see.
Yes.
Yep, I see Scout and I see
When two people I
Lunali.
guess, are tuned to somewhat specialist, and they just keep popping in and out of your sight.
No, that's another one I need to turn up.
Hey, D.
Hello.
Got tied around my chair.
It is an improvement.
I believe Sebby is with him.
Yes. I had noticed that as well.
One day we'll even it out. Come on over, come on.
Morning, Apple. Too early.
Morning.
Morning.
She's a lot faster than I am. It's upsetting that she's faster than I am.
Morning.
Morning, you're
Oh.
Oh, actually, well, I thought he was gonna come. Thought he was gonna come landing down by us.
I'm honestly glad he didn't.
Love her chat. Counting for Canes for ya.
He jumped from all the way up there. Where him and Sebby were sitting. It was Sebby then. Okay.
Very complex. And a lot of things happen very quickly. It's very good. A black cat. My character motivation changed.
An idea for a bit of fun. Could you be interested in participating in some potential exhibition today? Medically wise, I don't feel right today, so I will pass it on to someone else. Alright. I got Braggy in the warden thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, we have broadcast now. Do we have the options? I'm a player. Here we go. Braggy.
Good morning, candidates.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir.
Good morning.
I trust all of you have recovered decently well from your excursion to the keep.
She's watching to see if
If it was not already clear, congratulations. You have all passed orientation.
Good.
The next 2 weeks will be preparation for final studies and packing up. We'll be leaving Lindau next week for Reinhold.
she was checking on Lunari there.
Feel free to celebrate.
To make sure Lunari's awake. Whoa! It disappeared.
We still have a debriefing that has yet to be completed, however. Braggy, Dusk. In a moment, I'll be giving it over to you. However, I will also be requesting that your Warden General join in the debriefing.
Oh!
After which, we'll have a bit of potential fun.
I know the Scout
We'll
doesn't
discuss
have
that afterwards.
an armband on her.
For now, before any of that, Paz, you had something?
Yes. Now then, let's
I don't see the patches on the rest of them.
When you become wardens, every little detail will matter. That is why I will call somebody out today. Marcus, can you please come up here?
Bailey.
Now, Marcus, why do you think I have called you in particular up here?
I think it's just kind of the normal at this point.
What a smart-ass answer.
I will let you know the specific. I have been notified that you were smoking in the library.
Oh.
Now, before I go into the many details of this foolish action, is there anyone else who was smoking in the library after the day of the mission? Please come up here now.
I'm not going to point out Bailey, but I'm going to point out Bailey.
Ah, very good. I'm glad that neither of you two are liars, as we already knew who it was. Now, were you as well?
I've done it before, so I might as well stand forward.
Nerd.
Now, to let you know why this is a problem, Reginald, can you please let everyone know what is one of the leading causes of infections during medical treatment?
Yeah.
Of course, Paz. That is dirtiness, uncleanliness, that sort of thing. We took very
Yes.
much care to disinfect the library before you all arrived, and
Library.
adding soot and smoke to it does not help.
Oh.
Other than the fact that it ruins the books.
Oh.
Smoke and ash. Well, the chances may be low, but is it a chance after all? In addition, Isaac, what does a library contain?
Flammable materials.
Knowledge that's been accumulated over time.
Flammable materials.
And what is that knowledge written down on?
Paper, sir. Primarily.
And for everyone else, what does paper do when introduced to heat?
Really? You're going to ask us this?
Burns, sir. Hopefully catch fire.
Burn, sir.
Yeah, that's a dumb...
That library contains clippings from newspapers that are decades to centuries old at this point. Highly flammable. So, the four of you put your fellow candidates into unnecessary danger. I don't care if you smoke. In fact, 9 out of 10 doctors I hear
Recommend smoking for health?
What was it? Cool smell cigarettes. Regardless, don't do that in my library or any library. So,
For your health, right?
in penance, you are going to do 2 things. Number 1, you're going to turn around and apologize to your fellow candidates for putting them in unnecessary danger. After which,
Left face.
after the briefing, the 4 of
Nice
you
catch.
will take some of the cleaning supplies I have laid out on the tables and scrub the library spick and span.
Oh.
You will dust every shelf. You will make sure
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
the
It's
windows
this is set in the
and floors
1920s
and
equivalent,
tables
so yeah.
are clean.
They would
so
still
I can
recommend
eat off of it.
cigarettes
Is that
for
understood?
health.
Crystal, sir.
Understood, sir? Crystal.
And Bailey looks
Well,
guilty.
go ahead. The rest of them are waiting.
Apologies for putting your lives in danger. It will not happen again.
Sorry for smoking.
Sorry, everybody.
Apologies all.
Nice hair, Bailey.
Very good. You may get back in line.
Yes, sir.
Except for you, Theodore. Except for one. Fronted sit out.
Well, it depends on how you define truth,
Raggy.
right? Doctors were funded by companies at the time, right? Quite a bit of them. So we didn't really have an FDA or anything like that, or FCC, FDA in this case.
First and foremost, in these operations, it is oftentimes that after you've completed an operation, you will learn from the mistakes of that operation. The first person who typically will go over what was done properly or improperly will generally be the one who led the operation. Following through with that, Theodore, address your unit. Debrief.
Right, all. As per following up,
Debrief.
you did incredible. I'm going to be honest. Though there were some hesitations in organisation,
The plans we drew up were executed very effectively, for the most part. I think it took a moment, a few engagements to come to our stride, but by the end of it, I'm pretty sure we all worked quite well.
I hope he makes this short.
Hope you all agree.
Oh, good. It's nice and short. Thank you. Wasn't much of a debrief, but...
You all did incredibly well as a large unit.
Oh.
You were able to break down into your individual squads. You were able to constantly deal with an interference in your formations, being myself. You were able to surround and deal with magic beasts of multiple levels, in multiple quantities of them, and avoid severe to major injuries up until the end where you were overwhelmed. There are very few times I had to intervene to keep people from gathering worse injuries. Considering this is the first time a large formation has been tested on this entire class, you all did incredibly well. Good job.
Good job.
Dusk.
Firstly, well done, candidates. Not only did you pass
I like his
the final
voice mode.
trial,
He's got a
you
good
came
one.
out of it without casualties. A feat to be commended. These tests may be simulations, but it's to prepare you for the true dangers out there. Your strategy and command was excellent. Your general came prepared, and it showed. Theo spent many days and hours preparing for
Not
this
just a
trial.
little prepared, he was very prepared.
And this is normal. For such large operations in the future will require similar.
I watched it
meticulous
live.
work.
Yeah, I watched quite a bit of it. I
After
was
all,
enjoying
lives
it.
are at stake. And being a general, a commander, or any such position of leadership is of the utmost importance in achieving victory.
But Celestia doesn't know too much about it because
As
her
commanders as
source
well,
hasn't been
you were all
talking.
chosen with
It's
clarity,
this one right
and
here.
each worked well together in cohesion with their squads. Now on to some positives and negatives. Callouts were on point. However, this might not always be the case. Sometimes a team will need to work together without such a guiding voice. Keep that in mind. The dangers of your blind sides and flanks were almost always
I
covered,
love VRChat.
even if the threat wasn't always there. This is a common mistake and deadly blunder that can spell
Stay
the
with
end
me.
for a team
Cover.
in the wasteland.
Goodbye, Morpheus.
Injuries were communicated well.
I
and
believe
support
Morpheus is sick,
candidates were
not
quick to
feeling
act
well.
in moments of both respite and chaos. Breaking off and disengagement tactics were shown. Well done. As assaulting a larger target with too many bodies may prove more detrimental than beneficial.
Especially if you cover fire lines.
This is especially the case with more dangerous magic beasts, and when you all eventually have your arms, with larger weaponry and magic on the field.
Celestia's gonna have a pretty big one. It's gonna be a problem.
I saw several who were using the high ground to gain information and line of sight of their targets. Camilla, Isaac,
Oh, yeah.
Scouts, to name a few. Utilizing the high ground and choke points
Hey, good
is
job.
vital. Checking for traps as well was a given after all of your experiences in the keep. This will remain the same in the future. But be more aware of hazards
I saw
in
that.
general, of any kind. The wasteland itself is your enemy, and you will find that many wardens meet their end, not from a magic beast, but from their surroundings. I did notice that there were several personal conflicts in and after the trial.
Oh.
Critical conditions and emotions reaching a boiling point. You will not always get along or see eye to eye with each other, this is true. However, it's important to keep a level head, even the most dire circumstances, and to work together in your survival. Know thyself Know thy allies, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. And lastly, morale was generally high throughout. But I wonder, can you keep that confidence when real threats are seeking to destroy or devour you?
I think
Or
so.
perhaps a comrade
Some
has
can and
perished
some
before your
cannot.
very eyes, and your team's spirit is broken. These are the questions I wish to see answered.
But I can tell which one of us isn't going to cry
And
over
we shall
any
begin to prepare you
students who die.
for in the coming months.
Hint, it's me.
Ultimately, I am impressed. Your continued strength now won't come from winning. It will come from your struggles and hardships ahead of you. Everything that you will go through
Hal's
will prepare
great.
you for the next
He's
level.
really
and
good at
I
this
look
sort of thing.
forward to
We're
seeing
working
that
on
level
a...
you all
Nico and
achieve.
I are working on an idea, and
Well done,
Hal has agreed to help out. I'm looking forward to it.
Well said, all.
Yeah, well said.
Return to line, Theodore.
He should be up front.
And everyone, at ease. This next portion is not required, so if any of you have other needs that you wish to see to, you're welcome to leave. But I figured a light debriefing on the entire keep examination could be in due process, as well as I said, a potential bit of fun. Firstly, does anyone here have an expectation or belief on what the keep was actually testing you on? I'm curious your thoughts.
I always love watching students look around at each other.
A breaking point.
And that was Hickory.
Anyone else? Scout, I saw you up first.
How to work as a larger team?
Arthur, you as well?
Yeah, it was the same.
Hickory?
Adaptation.
Anyone else? Walter?
Situational awareness.
Anyone else have an idea? Axel?
Celestia is staying quiet because she wasn't there. Who's Axel?
Trusting in each other's teamwork.
Oh, it's Dagger.
Game?
Experimentation, sir.
What does that mean?
Felix?
Decision making.
Well, these are very, very good points. And yes,
That didn't happen.
understood.
Love VR chat scuff.
All of these are very good points. And yes, many of these things were tested to a degree in your keep runs. But the very most primary goal was to teach you the importance of information. Because it is your most vital asset as a warden. From the very first group that went in, we kept information from you. The very first group that went in were your scouts. They learned the very first bits of the keep, how it worked, how it operated, and you provided that information to others to expand upon it.
Aye.
Despite the keep getting steadily harder each week, you all still operated well.
Good job, Isaac.
That is because the team prior provided information properly and efficiently to the others. So even though they did not have the experience of going through the keep themselves, they were still learning as if they had. Information is just as important as experience. That was the primary thing to teach you. The other thing was the unexpected. Many of you had asked me, some had questioned directly, about the glitches that occurred within the keep. I will inform you now that there were no such glitches.
Oh,
The keep operated as intended all the way through. Any glitches that were unexpected were myself actively integrating with the system and causing these glitches. I wanted to see what would happen in a situation where you encountered unexpected nature. So unexpected that even the teachers who were with you were not sure what to do.
This guy's shady.
And in doing so, got to see each of you experiencing what it is like to go up against the unexpected. Because that is what you will encounter. No matter how much we teach you about magical beasts, there will always be some outside of the norm. There will always be instances that we can never prepare you for. And in those situations, you will only have your friends, your comrades, and your own skill to rely on. On this first bit, are there any questions?
No.
Wonderful.
think
I will
that's a good
stress
idea,
that
though.
the mortality rate of orientation is not high in comparison to the rest of your time here.
Oh.
But every year we do lose one or two in the training leading up to becoming a warden candidate. You were the first class in about 16 years that has not lost a candidate. Congratulations on that by itself.
Good job. Well done, students.
However, going forward, you will be encountering more and more dangers. The simulations you saw in the keep will be the last time you see simulations of that nature. Everything from here on out is the real deal.
Not gonna need arms.
Things will come for your life, and you will fight to protect it. When we return to Reinhold, you will be selecting your casting focus and begin your creation of your arms.
You hear that, Sizzle?
Keep in mind
We got
that
work
this
to do.
weapon and the focus that is imbued within it will be your only tool of defense against magical beast. Think well on what you're actually going to create and how it will be useful for not just you, but the partners beside you. With all that being said, the fun I mentioned. Not selecting your warden general, as that would be an easy one. I'm curious on anyone's pride and ambition. So please, raise your hand if you believe you are one of the most valuable people in the final keep run. That you stood above the rest of the pack. No one's so bold. Very well. Raise your hand if you would like to nominate someone.
I can't. I wasn't there.
Go ahead,
Milo.
Dickory.
Milo, just for shooting a thing.
I might be, well, okay, hang on. I might be a little bit biased to say that, like, everybody on Team 3 was a phenomenal, but everybody on Team 3, Marcus, Avery, Opal, you know, Uriel, everybody was...
Kane.
Sevi.
They're just picking the big attackers.
Milo.
Felix.
Leon.
Thank you. One of them finally who's not a big attacker.
Rue.
Milo.
Oh.
Seeing a number of votes for Milo. Very well. Oh, Talia.
Sorry.
In general.
I do agree with Milo, for sure.
I don't.
Leon, too. Everybody that was said. Someone from Team 3 specifically, though, that I think did a pretty good job.
Good job.
Marcus.
Oh, first time I've heard Marcus. I hate him.
Leon, I saw you had your hand up as well.
Yeah, Marlo and Big Roo, but
Big Roo. Oh.
Respect for the support. Scout.
Mira and Isaac.
Interesting choices.
Walter.
Marcus.
Marcus.
She saw Mira looking over and she got in the way.
All of our supports.
That's a half-assed answer.
And last but certainly not least, Lazarus.
Definitely least.
I'd like to nominate Theodore.
I said not the Warden General, but good try. Right. In that case, Theodore and Milo. Step forward.
Milo?
Can I get all of the rest of the candidates to please step over here? Can I get any combat-ready wardens or professors who would like to participate in a fun exercise to step by Ares and Lazarus?
Alright, well, maybe it's a good thing I didn't get more nominations.
Makes me feel bad for not nominating you.
Good luck.
Good luck, Milo. Good luck, Theodore.
There's no way.
That's also why I was saying anyone's I'm so glad we got to enjoy the Warden General before he died.
You're so hopeful.
Yeah, I tried.
Good to see you here.
What was that?
Oh.
Can I enter in on the candidate side?
Oh, and there's Adrian. Oh, I
Not quite
think they're
that.
all gonna fight.
Wait,
Go
are
with
they
the
all-
teachers.
Are we?
Oh, this is
What are
going
we
to be
doing?
wild.
Illusion, my old sit. Would be real lightning. Would have given him a sort of a spark, a sort of blind.
For some fun, sure.
What?
Okay.
Milo, Theodore, include me in that number as well. And step forward. You two are going to be giving the distinct honor of picking the teams for an exhibition match.
Oh my god.
Of the wardens and instructors.
Interesting. That's good.
I was hoping they were going to end up fighting.
Theodore, since you took on the effort of being the Warden General, I will let you have first pick.
They're gonna be sparring. And if it's all them in active duty, this is gonna be going all out. This is gonna be
It's like that ball game, but they're
once in a
picking the
lifetime kind of
professors.
situation with
I
all
get it.
these on each other's throats.
Oh,
Of course.
And instead of throwing the
no.
ball at each other, they're going to be throwing whatever magic they have at each other.
They're throwing each other at each other.
It'll be alright.
Only the team that has Braggy on it, I'm sure.
I was going to say, Braggy's going to pick up Lazarus and eat him like that.
Braggy's team gets one less.
Enough to stay down.
Hey, give the old people some credit. They can be real sprightly.
There's a balancing factor.
Well, then go right there.
Braggy wasn't there.
Take the general.
Adrian.
And Lazarus, probably yes, but just in case. It might be a good idea.
Let's see who the teams are first, and then we can do it. You in? Oh, 100%. I'm gonna treasure it for nothing.
Hang on. Excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah, we need a team first.
The other team gets one.
We gotta wait. Wait, no.
Alright, so far.
We have to wait for the teams.
She's not feeling that way. What she's thinking right now is that this is the best use of time for us. But my GM brain is going, it's a chance for the professors to show off all their pretty avatar work and stuff. So I can see why they'd want to do it.
Even if Becky's on the team, on the team.
It's just not interesting to Celestia. She doesn't. She wants them to train her. She doesn't care about them fighting each other, you know.
Braggy and Dust.
I never got your name. The disappearing guy that scares me every time.
Which team wins?
That didn't take long, did it?
Ares.
When I get to bet against Ares, I'm definitely betting.
That's what. So that's. I'm having two different thoughts. But Celestia is like,
Oh yeah, but someone's got
train us, you know. If we're gonna take a break, let's take a break. If we're gonna train. May's GM brain is going, this is good for them to have fun. They'll fight. This is good for them to have fun, you know. They put all this stuff on their avatar. They've been volunteering and helping out.
Ooh, that's a good combo.
As
I've never seen that.
his pods and stuff over the last couple of weeks. It's been like 8 weeks, right? So let them have some fun, you know.
Braggy threw him into the dome and he was back. Like, momentarily.
Feel free to...
I'm glad we've got optimized avatars.
I thought Braggy's team got one less.
I believe it was.
We will need to grab our equipment. These will be our teams. Everyone grab your equipment and be ready. Who would like to be referee? Soliloquy,
Yes,
would that be
I
you?
thought something way worse that was going to happen.
Milo, I want you to know that's the only reason.
Oh, you want to just No, I'm asking if you want to.
But I'm glad you picked up anyways for that.
I do not like fighting.
Yes, that's why I was
I don't really want to do money though.
That's fair.
Feels weird considering we're just on like a stipend. Maybe like
I've already been spending my credits.
Yeah.
Who would like to be our caster?
Oh shit! Someone can be the
Step
caster.
forward.
Marcus!
I believe
Marcus!
You are for this. So you are the
Go, Marcus.
Marcus,
Studio!
Marcus, you're
Oh
allowed.
my god.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Marcus.
Both of them.
Sure.
Do you mean like broadcast?
Here's a stopwatch. Enjoy giving the play-by-play, but set that for 15 minutes.
Hi.
In fairness, this is a lot better for not committed.
That's a great question.
That's a great question. But you would have kept me alive the entire time.
Because I mean, I don't know if you can tell by my physique, but I'm not exactly
It's
built
okay,
for
I'll protect you.
Constitution. Thank you.
Howdy, Skits. How you doing? By the way, congratulations on the announcement yesterday, I think it was, right?
I mean, at that point, if it's by time, I think I'm
For
just
those of
gonna
you who don't know, Neon Divide is starting up
Yeah.
in fall of this year. So we'll have season 4 going on. I hope people get to watch it and enjoy it.
I do not see a future where I let him
I believe in your loud mouth.
Good. That's right.
Waffle!
That shouldn't have been your job.
Okay, there's the
Grab his hair and braid it.
Yeah, I've only seen him wear that twice. The fact that you're more familiar with that is kind of funny to me.
Wait, did you see him in the other thing he was wearing more often?
Yeah, well, I've seen.
That's the first I've seen him wearing that.
Fair enough.
One second.
I overheated so bad. Alright.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think going pretty well. We got an expo going on here. The professors are fighting each other in front of the students and our help APCs.
I thought he was homeless when I first met him. I didn't.
And Celestia is just kind of not into it at all.
Did you throw him a few CCs and say it'll get better?
No, I just was talking to some people and I was like, man, that's that's wild. And then, yeah.
I was questioning.
Did you know Garfunkel could do that?
We saw it a couple minutes ago, so yeah.
I wonder if they knew about it,
I knew it
or if this is a
2 minutes ago.
surprise.
Yes, we did.
I believe Reginald is on his way back right now. Getting his gear.
Look, I'm bad at this today.
The last thing I need is see you crushed like a can, saving his ass every single time. Don't put yourself in.
Yeah, that's actually something Celestia is thinking also. The first time one of those powers goes off, she's gonna run up there. That's what she's looking at. The problem is it's hard to hear if you're upstairs. Oh, good. And by the way, have any of you been watching the new HoloLive Ian girls? There's a group of 4 of them that debuted this weekend. Good stuff.
That can be done. Look forward.
What's really cool for me is not only the one who can do all the impressions and everything, Elizabeth Rose, she's pretty nifty, but one of them actually appears to be one of the artists for a whole bunch of other Hololive characters.
Exhibition match are as such. You may use all abilities to you so long as you are not aiming to physically harm in any way that Reginald or Ato could not put us back together, please.
Okay, well, that's a different tier than what I
The
can take
exhibition
care
will
of.
go for roughly 15 minutes or until one side surrenders. Marcus and Yoria will be our
It's
say
gonna,
casters.
it's gonna. Oh no.
And Marcus has a timer set for us to let us know when to begin and to end. Marcus, are you ready?
Give me one moment, folk. I'll turn the video back on in a second. You're gonna hear the sound still, but I gotta check something.
Depends on how many of them.
Alright, everyone get prepared on Marcus's call.
I'm gonna switch you back over here in a moment.
That's what I'm saying. The one thing I would suggest at the very least, something that is strange.
I think Frankie's team.
What that is, I don't know.
That's a safe bet.
Well, lucky you, this was nice and loud. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the morning's exhibition match between... Yeah, that's right. You can do this all morning now. Get bugged. Yippee! All right, professors, I'm going to assume you all are fucking ready.
If I make it out without taking straight attacks.
We'll go ahead and begin.
Do either of you want to bet?
We're betting dinner.
No, thank you.
Suggestion. Lightning, shockwaves, the earth shakes around us.
Sorry that I'm not watching it for you folk. We're gonna go up so that you can all see it. I'll get back there. So apologies for all of you who are watching through my POV. I'd highly suggest watching Mira for a couple minutes here when I get back up there. Celestia doesn't like it though. Yeah, well, I mean, the other way was kind of on fire, so yeah. There were a bunch of professors over there getting punched. That's why I chose this way. No one was attacking this way. Oh, let me move her back into POV. Oh, cute. Elfin.
Champ, taking it like a champ.
Flash is back. The general is fixing himself up. He looks a little hurt. Oh, Clint grabbing him from behind. Get rocked, little bitch.
Where'd the dust go? Mason, what are you doing?
No, I'm not.
Great calls.
They chose this. This is
Very insightful.
Hey, where's Dusk and all this?
Clink's rushing in, very intimidating like. Oh! Actually, that is a good question. Where the fuck is Dusk? Lightning spewing into the air.
Dusk goes for Vouchers. Watch out, Vouchers. I'm not being partial at all. I'd be stupid.
What did you bet on again?
I remember. Oh, with the gravity wave. Going at it, guns and bat. What a weird combination. Oh, the beautiful shockwave from Professor Dusk over there, encompassing their Vouchers. If there was a ring out there to meet me out. That is not, so I've never seen the ship, by the way. That's a new one on Vouchers.
Who's that in the back over there? Merlin?
Dusk summoning something over here.
It looks like blue hell.
Honestly, out of everybody so far, the Vouchers came prepared. Caster Core, because that was terrifying. Like, I don't understand that at all.
Oh, Vouchers and Dusk going out. What a combination.
Though I know Vouchers can keep Oh, uppercut on Braggy!
Looking around like a bitch.
Biscuits in his pocket before all this.
I like Reginald over there.
Clink having none of it!
It's okay. I think I'm gonna have to get static out of my hair for the rest of the evening. But that's the price I'm willing to pay as your announcer.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, I was not expecting this level of ingenuity from him.
Ooh, left, right, down.
Like Lardo.
Dusk is ruining everything.
I don't even know how to describe that.
Hell,
Death.
as you said earlier.
Oh my god.
No, get him, see them.
This is more coherent than those warning fighting people.
It's hard. So one of the problems is when you're getting shot from behind, you don't see the particle effects if the person's not in your point of view. Like Doki here.
It's going for the grapple. Meanwhile, we have another type of duel in the center. Multiple guns going off.
Doki has a nice shoot and everything. It's good for his character.
Not called the wall for nothing, ladies and
Doki's the one down there. That's Doki right there. So Doki has a really good. Well, it's kind of hard to do. I love watching. I love watching Braggy over there. Or not Braggy, excuse. Oh! I like watching. The problem. So the problem here for Lulu, Black Knight. He's the president here. Is that his abilities are very are hard to read for other people. It's good if they're dueling.
Darkness slash and cut. I don't even know how to describe that bullshit from Ares, cutting through Braggy and Ader.
The fisticuffs over here with Reginald and Paz.
Meanwhile, those two are like doing a good job. You know, they're going slow and stuff and showing off. It's not cool looking. Oh.
Just trying to pick a new target, and he's going in. Oh my God, Reginald of all people, you demon! God! The gentleman's bout was so clean. How could you? I'll do the same thing.
I cannot imagine any of us doing
Meanwhile, the general just took like 5 to 6 rounds to the face and is still moving.
Caster course. He's pretty juiced.
He's ready to batter by the swing. Look at him.
I'm so scared.
Flash and Ares going at it. Oh, the boulder straight to Ader's lower half. I hope he didn't need those. He's a future generation of Wardens anyways.
House of Red has some really nice effects.
Reginald over here.
Oh, there goes Flash.
Knocked him down. To the stomach will do this as well, I see.
No, they're not much for
Dirty tricks from Paz.
I feel like this is a trick. Like they're being trickery. Trickeries of
There he goes. He's got sounds now.
No mercy on dear Reginald, who seems to be trying to heal himself to make, I don't know, neglect some of the damage.
He remains standing there. Oh, no, he doesn't.
She has not. I think I've run into him. So I've walked by him a couple times, but she hasn't spoken to him yet. She just heard him once and wasn't impressed by him. So, for Celestia's weapon, so that Sizzle knows, what we're gonna do actually, that's pretty. Her weapon is...
That is my team, you cannot say that!
The general's still moving in the gravity well.
that is kind of fucked up. But look, the purple wind's going on.
So what she's gonna do is she's gonna shoot a. It's gonna be like a tiny little. It looked like a bullet, but it's not actually that sort of weapon. It's an energy orb that when it hits, it expands and explodes. It's not a gravity thing in any way.
Projecting some kind of purple filter on his body. I'm gonna assume that's I don't know. He's
But that's the idea.
There's a new young monk in town, August, and he's coming for your title. You better run.
I'm not too positive.
I like that's a pretty cool effect.
Shooting, moving, and shooting.
Good lord. The blue shockwave absorbs the field as Dusk pushes his way through the center. Oh, and then throw it into Dusk directly.
The healers are fighting.
Oh, jeez. The healers are fighting!
I think it would help.
Baldur's has picked his new target going for Dusk while bragging.
Yeah, Valdurus is difficult to keep an idea.
Escapes it!
Ader tries to choke out Reginald, but Braggy grabs him and throws him across the field like a damn rock. Oh, God! Oh! Speaking of the devil, how you doing, champ? Any orders for people out there?
How you doing?
There's only...
That's nice and all, but that's not what I asked.
Oh, don't
Don't worry about it. Get in there. You got a team now.
Valdurus is hard to see when he's shooting somebody, and there's no like they don't know how to react to it, you know, when it hits and everything. So for Celestia's, what I want to do is it's going to be very clear from how large her weapon is that it's very powerful. It's not she's not going to shoot it very often, but it's going to have a very small projectile. But when it goes to the other side, yeah, it's actually so it's going to actually be an explosive implosion. It explodes first and then it implodes. So it goes over, it hits.
Did you not have the timer going, Marcus?
No, I did. Definitely. Actually, no, we'll give it a minute.
Oh my God! I forgot the timer.
No, do me a favor. Keep track of what's going on for a second. I'm
the peak of professionalism, ladies and gentlemen. The general is lifted in the air. The man will not go down.
I thought you just smited him.
Harry summons a pillar of purple, whatever the fuck that does. Another shockwave.
I don't know.
Baldurus goes back.
I picked the people that I thought were cool. What is that name?
I'm not here to assume. I'm here to pick sides.
No, you are not here to do that. That is specifically what you are not supposed to do.
I don't think he can hear over his own yelling.
Force down on Dusk.
Stop shooting his
Who are you?
Nolly has the time.
Just now.
Oh, Reginald's down for the count again.
4 minutes? That's easy. Here, I know how to do that. That's easy. Watch this. There you go. Yeah, I got the purple
down.
Valdurus seems kind of winded.
Is he?
He's taking a knee. He's thinking of what to do next. He's fixing his own back.
Professor was almost like he was a creature.
When did that happen?
The young bloods and the general are going after Braggy, trying to go for that title of his. They want the belt.
Someone tell Marcus they're dead.
Oh, I just there was the Dusk in them over there. They're down for the count.
Yeah, they are. That's Dusk and Paz.
Even with his giant shadow veil or whatever the fuck you want to call this thing, Valdurus is taking pot shots into it with his light gun.
Okay. I believe down goes Flash.
The young buck has taken. Oh yeah, he's down. He's done.
Does that mean he's still in there getting up?
Ader, break his skull. Whose skull? That's for you to find out.
I think Braggy could do it.
Who's winning?
I
think Team One.
think and the General and Braggy are duking it out.
Is currently.
Come on, Val, just get off your knees. This isn't a church.
Seems so.
Oh no.
He might pay for
Yeah, you would
one
laugh
right
at that,
now.
wouldn't you, Felix, huh? You would. I heard that.
Yeah, those three are having a good fight there. Oh!
Oh, Braggy, he's literally disappearing from how fast he's kicking off the ground, going after the Shadow Boy and the General.
Valdris is tapping. Valdris seems to have powered up.
Oh, good lord.
I know.
Valdris can tap into either core. He's tapping the dark one right now, Kane.
2 minutes.
It might give him the advantage since he's with Aether right now.
Oh yeah.
Going 3-on-1.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it needs to be done.
Blow for blow in the center of the pit. Like circling like the black pit.
Hey Steiner.
Yeah, if you want to get close to that, that's all you.
Celestia likes, it's not useful for her, but she likes what Dusk was doing. It's a pretty neat power. It's not a match. It's not a match for her, or what she wants to do. But there is a great deal of use of pushing things away. So I think what we're going to do, Sizzle, is we're going to have 2 fire modes on our gun. We're going to have the ridiculous AoE thing. So a little point that hits a spot. And I'll talk to either Luna or Oblivious about the particle effect. But basically it'll be a tiny particle, it'll hit a collider, and when it does, it expands out and then implodes. Just that I'll show you, I'll show you what it looks like. It's basically like a
Ares out, Lazarus switch.
basically a lot like
Ares switch.
basically a lot like Destiny's attacks. Sorry, Destiny's attacks. In Tactile. So you see that where Braggy Todd is not able to see the attacks. That's one of the things I want to avoid. So I want it to be pretty obvious when she shoots. Well, that was an experience. I learned a lot about how to fight.
Any injuries over here?
Yes.
Celestia has a question for Dusk. I think that's one of the most useful powers I've seen.
Good fight.
Right.
Performance across the board by all our wardens and professors. This display is to give you a bit of example of what teamwork looks like on a grander scale. Even one-by-one combat is something you should expect at this point, but it is more of a display of power than anything else. With that, I believe we're done for the day. The next week will just be final testing, so you have free time for the rest of the week.
I will need to work on my stamina. I pack a punch.
Your stamina is fine, my friend.
Excuse me.
Not as much as some.
These are impressive.
Team Theodore has to make dinner for Team
Those are
Mino.
yours.
Whomever the betting.
Whoa.
You know who you voted or you bet on. Good job, everyone.
I might actually ask you to help me with some training of mine. That magic of yours is quite fun. I'll need to push myself to its limits. Maybe you can do the same.
It would be my pleasure, General.
No reason to call me by title. We're only friends here.
Go that far.
Professor Dusk.
How is Reginald?
Candidate
I saw him go
Sevi.
down.
Candidate Hickory and Dickory.
Yes.
I've got a question for you. What,
Baldrus.
what core was it that you were using?
It is a gravity core.
That's one of the rare ones, right?
Indeed.
I see. It would be very useful to use, especially against the pods, to keep them away.
It has its uses, but it took me months to master. And even then, I believe there are still secrets to it I have yet to unlock.
Mm. Do you know if they have any? Whoever headed? Not for me.
Any special cores?
Particularly a gravity one.
In general, it is an extreme rarity to find such cores.
Might be something we have to look for.
A
then.
deadly beast, high grade, or perhaps retrieval from a relic site, or of a fallen comrade.
Well, hopefully none of us are going to be falling too. As few as possible. All right. Thank you, Professor.
Of course.
Nothing much to stress over now that the exam's over. Now you can catch up on some sleep then.
Okay. Have you told
Maybe.
Leon
I was gonna ask the same question. Pretty much.
Oh, I did, yes.
Take care, alright? Do as you need.
Isaac, did you see Scout?
You know, no, I haven't when we came off the blacktop. I think they were on the farther side at least.
All right, thank you.
They may have gone that way. Not too sure though.
I think Paz just had a couple broken
Pizza
fingers.
was
Other
something
than that,
mouth
I
them
think
inside you and pull them out.
It would be vulnerable. An ice core would be vulnerable against the heat creatures. The lava ones could melt it. And the white ones would just ignore it because they're almost immune to magic.
Towards the keep?
Let's go.
Huh?
It's our place. We can go.
Okay. Why are they going to the keep?
I don't know.
Isn't it over?
I think so. So, I've got a question for you, Nunari. Will you watch that? Oh, keep your eyes on that. It's fine.
Okay.
Have you thought
They're
about?
just going inside.
All right. Have you thought about what sort of core you want?
Light. All of the magic ideas for me seem to kind of get... Whenever I think about them, I just usually think about how stuff works for me towards night, so I'm gonna try to see if I can evoke some of that. But not like dark stuff, but like moonlight.
Moonlight. Is there a core that works for that? Aside from darkness?
Light.
Oh, a light core. All right.
Moonlight is just light reflected off the moon. Or just the dome. But, I mean, the dome is technically a little translucent, so some of the light from outside does come in.
Aye. Are there any of our professors who have a light core?
Professor Clink. That's how he does his illusion-y stuff and disappears. Also, Valdris is... One of his guns is a light core gun, the other is dark.
Oh, light and dark. Interesting. All right. Thank you,
Although
Lunoni.
which one he is more adept with, I am not sure.
It looks pretty ambidextrous to me. So both?
Mm.
All right. Thanks,
That
Lunoni.
one was attained prior to the other.
Oh, I did not know.
It's not common, I imagine, for one to obtain 2 cores at the same time.
No, they're pretty rare.
Probably one is their starter, and then they get another.
I'm thinking about lightning for myself.
Mm.
All right. I'll see you back. Looking for Scout. So as usual, guess what Celestia's gonna do? Yeah, that's kind of... I want to avoid, I want to avoid elementals we've encountered. Now, lightning, you know, will actually be a problem. But if Celestia has a lightning core, at least she'll be more resistant to those ones that tend to cause her trouble. She's looking for Scout now. That's what she's doing. Our 2 dogs are in a way. I wonder what that dark power was. But Celestia doesn't care. It wasn't of interest to her. You know, it's interesting. I haven't seen Nisco playing his...
Second core is...
Probably not something you want to look at.
I haven't seen Skull playing his professor very often. I kind of wonder why that is. Like what the professor's up to. I assume the professor's up to something, that's why, you know, why he's waiting. Celestia's going to switch out to her casual outfit, of course. And also to check on all the people out here. Now, the problem with playing this particular character is she's not very social, you know, so she's not going to hang out with folks like other people will. She doesn't really care. I care out of character about them, you know, because I want to give them entertainment, which is why I always stop and talk to the shopkeep. My in-character excuse for it is that Celestia is making sure that Scout has what she needs. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Sorry.
Hope he doesn't sit in there. I would suck if he ends up sitting in there. A space core? What would I do with a space core? Now, a gravity core would be nice, but I'm not thinking of it for Celestia. It's too rare for Celestia to want one. And particularly since she's going to be in the back most of the time, you know, her using one isn't a good idea. Oh, there you are. Where are you headed?
Just changing. Maybe to the workshop. I'm not sure.
Oh, what you working on?
What's up? Just ideas. That's all.
So, speaking of that, I've got a question for you. Have you considered what your first arm is going to be?
I have some ideas, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I figured out what my first the focus is going to be, though.
Oh.
The element, anyway.
Yeah, what you think?
I mean, since we have other ones, I'm thinking like lightning, because it'll make maybe reaction speeds faster. Use it for that.
Oh, really? Lightning. What will you use it for, though?
Melee attack-wise, I could use it to shock things, like, so have something like a tool or something that could shock with. It's good for connections, so even if I have like a ranged thing, it can quicken the reflexes. I haven't thought about it too much.
Did you have any thoughts about seeing the professors and what they were doing and how they were using their cores?
Oh, yeah, they were doing stuff I'm not sure. Well, I didn't even consider. What about you?
Oh, I know what mine is already. Lightning, and it's going to be a gun, of course. You know, it's kind of natural for me. But I was particularly interested by Dusk's abilities. You know, when we were facing the pods and all. And even some of the smaller Class Ds. One of the greatest problems about them, right, is that they get through our front lines, you know? If you had a power like Dusk's, where you could push them back, or keep them, or, you know, hold them down, I thought about how useful that would be. I went and asked him, but he told me it's a gravity core, and that they don't have any.
Well, not, yeah, probably not for us anyway.
Yeah, so it's something we'd have to go acquire. But it seems pretty useful, you know.
It would be pretty useful to, like, stop a bunch of littler enemies so that they can just be stabbed.
Yeah, especially imagine holding a whole bunch of them down. Or even one of those, the white ones, the white pods, you know, how dangerous those are. Okay, I was just curious if you had an idea yet. Lightning it is.
I've been
you
thinking
and
about it. Yeah. Until I get another idea, you know how I am.
Endless ideas, aye. Actually, I might come to you a little later about, people think that guns are simple things, you know, that all they have to do is shoot, you know, and put a hole through something. But with magic, you can get a lot more capable with them, right?
We were talking with, I was talking with Marcus one of the first days about, a gun that, if it's, like, Earth-based, you could just shoot it and it could just, like, erupt into Earth, so, like, creating, like, a barrier somewhere temporary. So, like, shoot it and, like, a thing like that.
Aye, multiple fire modes. Based on the cores it has.
But in that moment when it overheated, I started breathing.
All right. Well, don't let me keep you. Thank you, Scott.
It didn't do very much, though.
Yeah, hey, yeah, no problem. I'm gonna make a walk.
Scout.
Yeah.
We talk somewhere.
Okay, give me a moment and I'll read what you're saying.
It's important.
Sexy time. Space Core. Yeah, that's kind of the short that that she does. I'll show you here, you know. I think I can. I think I'm able to show you. Oh, they're watching. Mango's watching. Let's see. Destiny. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. Yeah, okay, good, it's muted. So, I want to show you what Destiny's shots are like. So that's her in melee form there. She switches between a sword. So here's she doing melee weapons here. And she's actually hitting beast cores, you know. She uses her gun to actually do jumps and stuff. The kind of thing I wish we could pull off. And now she's going to switch it over to gun mode. This is pretty cool. Listen to the sound when she goes through. Oh, so cool. So this type of thing, right? Watch the way the weapon fires. It fires a little bullet, right? But when it hits, it does an explosion implosion. So that's what I was thinking for. See? Explosion and then implosion. I think that's cool. I think that's a good idea for Celestia. Alright. So let's make sure we're cute. Yep, we look cute. Let's bring the... Okay. Yeah, it's a great thing. I really like it. I think it's a really neat idea. Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to be in RP for today. I think maybe another half hour or so. Celestia has to do catch up on all the stuff she missed during the fights, you know, because I wasn't there last week. And then probably going to rest. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard for me. Sunday is a bit of a difficult one because I have work on Monday. And I'm pretty busy. Especially right now. I feel one of the things I think they should consider here for the RP is not isolating the townsfolk here away from the students.
Yeah. I can imagine. I miss them dearly. I'm glad you get to. I'm actually excited. But do you have anything Pat?
So, like, there's a whole bunch of us, you know, up at the school, right? And the townsfolk... Thermal imploder. You know, this... One of my favorites ever was, the gravity weapon that they were using in, Attack of the Clones. The mine, the gravity mine that the one... Oh, hello! Rude. I assume he didn't run through me, though. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. It's too bad Mira and I have nothing to say to each other, you know? I wish I got to know her more. Yeah, the seismic charge. That one was pretty cool. That's kind of what the weapon I thinking of would be based on. The way to finish it and make it do the full thing would be to have a gravity core combined with the lightning core. So lightning core would handle the explosion part, and then the implosion would be the gravity core afterwards. But I think it'd be wasted on Celestia. So if I had an imperfect one, yeah. When they asked Ben Bova, I believe was the name of the guy who does the sound for Star Wars, asked him about it. He said, what if I did something that wasn't the sound of the attack, but note the sound? And so that's how he chose to do it. It wasn't the attack sound itself, but instead the lack of a sound. Oh, where is everybody? I never saw a fate. Strange, that is. I don't think so. But yeah, I think Destiny's weapon is what I'm looking for Celestia. I'm pretty firm on it. That is pretty certain on it. I wonder where everyone went, you know? It feels a bit absent right now.
I'm right here.
I still think you're the only one that gets me. What the fuck?
Chance to review your weapon for momentary periods of time, if you were fighting such a beast.
Yeah, obviously it's not like a permanent thing. It's like you said, it's temporary.
Take something, use it to augment something, and use that augmentation to have something new briefly. Make it complicated, I guess.
I wonder if everyone went out to food. I'm impressed those two got all the way up there. You know, that was pretty impressive. Oh, the path's out that way, I can't see it. Celestia, of course, doesn't have a fear of heights because she's a bird. So, no fear of heights. Yeah, I remember faint, let's see, did you say strange or strange fake? Yeah. So, I'm familiar with it, it's just,
You said there's obviously abnormalities, but I think pattern recognition of this
I kind of fell off of fate. But I'm willing to give it a try again, if there's something good in there. Or at least just to understand what it is, you know. So guess where she's gonna go. She's actually looking for Mira at the moment. And if I can't find her, I'm gonna take a seat down in the park and watch people. But yeah, I think another hour, 30 minutes or so. Actually, I'm kind of curious what kind of weapon Mira would want. It's the other gunner, you know. Magifox, a great RPR. I've been watching her quite a bit. I think her, right? I've been watching her quite a bit on other streams and stuff. She streams, what's it called? She streams, Mithrak. And so I've been watching her when I've been missing Mithrak. I think the students kind of don't know what to do with themselves. It's one of the problems with this sort of situation here. Oh.
What happened?
His face is ugly.
Oh, it looked like one of the kids had like a black eye.
Where did the scout go? I wonder if they're all in the... If they're all in the, construction bay. Alright, we're gonna go check that real quick. I was watching your stream, although I had it muted. What happened? So I kind of saw it at certain points. Haha, Mira. Alright, let me go look. I'm gonna go look at the construction bay to see where the construction nerds are. I'm walking back and forth. So here's an idea for all of you. Something I've been thinking about. Who's Tyler Sword, or what is it? In an RP like this, you know, we know that we're leaving this location, right? And they've kind of set up some stuff going on in Reinhold. You know, things like people destroying war machines and stuff. But if I were part of this RP, part of the planning, you know, storytelling, I'd be taking this opportunity to run a whole bunch of stuff right now. Just a lot of little things going on, you know, like hints about shields being weakened and shipments and trouble like that. I'd be setting up all of the plot points, right? And bringing stuff back from people's pasts, you know. Now, Celestia isn't going to have too much because she's not connected to anyone. But maybe there'd be a rumor about what is going on with Vivienne, right? It's not on my sheet, unfortunately. But like the other students, you know, who have connections to other places, like we should be hearing stuff about it, you know. The townsfolk here, we should have stuff going on for them. That's what I'd be curious about, you know. That's what I try to do, to keep this place a little bit more alive. I wouldn't have an attack or anything, but let's have some stuff for the characters to get invested in, you know. Maybe hearing about some sort of supply constraints and stuff. Places that are getting attacked, you know. Have someone come in with a newspaper and stuff. Extra, read all about it, that sort of thing. You know, that's kind of what I would be. No, they're not here either. That's what I'd be doing. I don't know if they are doing it elsewhere, you know. It's hard for me to know because Celestia isn't that social with other folk. She's headed over here. So if you're curious what I was looking for, I was looking to see if there were others. If there are other students and stuff. Or anything unusual going on. Because this is the kind of thing I'd do, right? I'd have a couple of people here talking about how the drains are malfunctioning and stuff and they need someone to fix them. Those kind of things. Let anything happen, you know. The more of that you do, the more you build the world. It gives the players stuff to engage in, even if they don't have anything else. Because otherwise, you know, all that's left here is interpersonal drama type of stuff and follow-up from last episode, from the tower episode. But there's only so much of that the students can do. And then they need, you know, other stuff going on. So I've just basically done 2 laps, right? That would be a little bit silly, but yeah, you know. But you can see how the students are starting to wander around, right? The characters are wandering around. It's because they're looking for stuff to do.
Seems kind of silly not to. And if not, we can talk to him and be like, hey, this random storage room you probably have, we're stealing this.
Yeah, fair enough. We can make something.
I think this is the sort of world where child labor would be expected to happen. Sad to say. Oh, you know what? I wonder if Celestia's height might be a little wrong. I was hanging out with someone. No, it's right. I was hanging out with someone. Yeah. Oh no, I was hanging out with somebody who's a lot shorter of an avatar, so I made Celestia shorter to interact with them.
It's more like I thought they like tripped and then they just started running and I was like, oh.
I'll show you where it is all in the shop, and once you figure it out, you won't forget.
Absolutely. I mean, I have every feeling I'm going to be in there with you guys for a while.
I'm pretty sure everyone is at this point. It sounds like being a warden needs you.
I like watching everybody work, though. It's fascinating. You all seem so.
You can just say you like watching Bailey work. You know that you don't have to
like
avoid
watching
it.
everyone work.
I'm
Shut
good
up.
at my
I will
job.
drown
I'm
you.
glad you know I am.
Yeah.
I know the toilet is clean, so I will drown you in the toilet, boy.
I take a hard pass on that one.
I know it's clean because I haven't stopped cleaning
Hey,
them.
you don't know how much static I have left. I might, let you keep the toilet.
I thought that was your job, like.
Okay, but what if it was a test? What if it was a test? To not pass it off? I don't know. It seems weird to
making sure the toilets are clean.
No, it seems weird to be like, all right, that was my turn. You take it because everyone sees it as like a bad thing. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. I want to get changed.
Are we talking about the toilets?
It's all about teamwork, Kane.
Shit, you're right.
Isn't that what Theodore the Frog for?
You failed. Kane.
Yeah, I failed.
Pick someone and send it to them and say, all right, we got to work together as a team. Time to split the duties. And you've been doing it by yourself this whole time.
For the last like 3 weeks, yeah.
So like I said,
Oh my goodness. You're so silly.
So yeah, it would be a better idea to go for the wings, since the balance on the body is a lot more different. That's why a lot of animals typically have 4 legs. Because they balance themselves with those 4 legs. But if it's 2-legged with wings, then the wings would be a lot more important at a focal point. It would also affect with the balance of the to help with aerodynamics. The same would be said with the wyvern then in that case. So if you go, a good example would be, let me put this down again. So we look at your fingers, right? So you know, see how between your fingers there's little bits of flesh, right?
Yeah, that's all. Prince is always good, although it's kind of terrifying the way he put it. Like, your principal said everything after this isn't a simulation. Like, what the fuck, man? That's terrifying. Why would you say it like that? I was worried. So I had some of the gossip from my daughter's friend.
You may quell his overeagerness. It was not a test.
Okay.
It is, as you said, teamwork.
I'm gonna tell that to him. I'll tell him to him in a nice way. I won't like hurt his feelings about it. Right? No. Yeah, I will. Thank you, Ray.
Can I help you?
Sure.
I will go and
What you got?
break his heart slowly.
Well, let me know if
Okay.
Well, you stopped to stare, so either you got a question to ask or something's on your mind.
No, neither.
Your hair does look nice.
Nice vest, Marcus.
Thank you.
I was just
Thank
looking
you,
at your gun.
Professor.
It's soft.
Yeah, there was that new like champagne.
It is indeed a gun. Anything else you need to know?
I mean, if you want to use it too, you can use it.
Oh, is it going to be that sort of thing today?
Oh,
We've got an
I'm not
attitude
alright,
today.
But it looks good on It's one of those days, it seems like.
Why? What did I do?
I'm just curious.
At all? I just thought you had a nice looking gun. That's it.
Well, see, now you've specified that it's a nice looking gun. I'm not as
doing wrong. Everyone's
pissy about
acting
it,
like
alright?
this. We talk to each other. They say,
I don't know what's necessary to be right. Yeah, sure. I'm curious.
I don't know. I think it's something about me or something.
I think
No, it's me.
I understand you're a gun expert yourself, so I'll trust you.
What type of weapon is this? I mean, I know it's a
low
pistol.
caliber handgun, 7.62. Why?
Well, I've been thinking about, my own arm. I know I'm going to do something that works for me, a rifle. But it's to the core about it and what the effect I want, right? That's something I haven't. So I was going to go around to the gunners and ask. Like Mira.
Well, Isaac's cooking up an arms rifle, I'm pretty sure himself.
Oh.
You're one of the bug him for some ideas.
Ah. Okay. Do you know where he's going? I've never seen him in a casual outfit
Not
before.
right now. I think it's I kind of think we're just spitballing it right now, but I'm pretty sure throughout the week we'll definitely be working in the garage.
Oh.
A lot of us are going to do arms duty, it sounds like.
Already? Wow. I don't even know what I want to do with it.
You got an element picked out yet? Or are you just,
Lightning, I think.
flying free for now? No?
I spoke to the little professor. I had told him that I wanted to use fire initially, right? But he said everyone does fire and it's not going to help me much with what I want to do. Lightning, he said, or wind. Those would be better.
Lightning or wind?
Wind to make it faster, so it flies further and more accurately. Lightning for impact. You can charge and provide some sort of discharge
idea.
when it hits something. Yeah. So he said, because there's too much that's resistant to fire, but a lot less that's resistant to lightning. And also, certain beasts it can strike. It'll, well, he said it would interfere with how they move and stuff, shock them, I could think about that sort of thing.
If you're interested, I've been taking around the idea of different kind of shells with munitions of elemental aspects to them, Maybe something with a bit more kick, built for lightning or explosive at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't have any ideas,
If I come up with anything, I'll let y'all know. I'm
Okay.
trying to work with the gunners the best I can.
Thank you. That's one right there. Miss Scout here is the one I ask
Yeah,
for
that's one right
advice
there.
all the time. She's doing a
I like
lightning
Bug
core
Scout,
also.
too. Oh yeah, lightning? Not what I would have expected.
Yeah, I was talking to Professor Clinkham, considering it. Might help with faster reaction speeds and such.
There you go. A cheeky way of using it. I like it.
She's a cheeky girl.
You alright?
Yeah, just thinking a lot.
A lot on our plates coming up. A lot on our plates coming up. Remember, you got people you can talk to, alright? Don't get stuck in your own head like some of the people here.
Thank you.
Oh. I think she's stuck in her own head. There's nothing out there.
Yeah, I think she's pretty far in there.
Speaking of Mira, I see her over there. Alright, I'm gonna go harass her.
Your thing.
Yeah. I want ideas. Oh, I should ask Bailey too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I was trying to catch you before, but then I missed you, so.
Well, thank you. Hi, I'm so sorry.
Damn.
It was it's on the floor. I didn't mean to. I wasn't. I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so sorry.
This one isn't sneezed on, right?
No, it's not.
All right, thank you. Bailey, I've got a question for you later. Where will you be?
Can I ask it now? I'm here.
Oh, I need to catch that one first.
Okay. Well, I can wait right here for you. I won't move.
No, you don't have to do that. Just, are you going to be in the school or in the mechanic shop or somewhere? Or around?
I'll be around here.
Okay.
I won't go back up yet, but you know.
What
I gotta put this back.
What did he give me? What did she give me?
A rag?
A rag?
To wipe all the stuff off.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry. You want me to help?
No. I'll worry about it later. I've got... What I wanted to ask you about is ideas for a core to use.
Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, I'm like... I don't know a lot about the core sort of stuff, but I'll do my best to help.
Alright, well, I guess right now... I'm a gunner, Bailey. I shoot guns, you know. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah.
The eyesight and stuff. And given how small I am, anything else, like physical effort. I don't have guns on my arms like you do, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not- yeah. So... I only want ideas for what to do with the core.
Oh.
What to do with the weapon.
For like gun stuff?
Yeah. Oh, think about what we just saw, right? Which one of those professors would you say was the most effective?
Shoot, I have no clue. I mean, I might have said Dusk. Iku was talking about it before, about like crowd control or something. So
You've got a good...
I would have said Dusk.
You've got a good head on your shoulders. That's what I thought as well, right? Other ones were more
Yeah.
powerful or loud or more shiny. But the one who had the most effect, most effective one, was Dusk. They could slow people down, split them apart, push them
Yeah.
away or bring them close.
Almost crush them.
Yeah, if it was any one of us out there, who knows what would happen to us, right?
Yeah.
So,
We'd be real bad.
I was thinking, you know, as nice as weapons are in terms of the damage they can do when they impact, what else would be possible to do with an impact? Instead of just maybe a little explosion, what else can I do with different cores? Right? What could a light core do? What could a dark core do? How could it change a weapon like that?
You're asking a lot of questions that I haven't thought about.
Well, you're a tinker and a creator, so think on them. And then let me know.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
You've got a...
I'm a little more straightforward, some people might say. So you might not get the most creative ideas out of me, but I'll help, sure.
I'm less creative than you are. For me, all I want is a sniper rifle, right? I want a rifle that can shoot far and accurately. But you work with all those creative people, right? People who know how, at least have ideas for what to do with arms.
Yeah.
So,
Marcus, Isaac knows about guns.
what else would be
Yeah,
possible? I'm gonna get them too.
Okay, go.
But since you were here, you know, and you're such a friendly face, so I thought I'd ask you first.
Sweet. I don't know. What specific core are you thinking?
Well, I talked to the short professor, you know, the little one. Not Paz, but the other one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
A core, the one who taught us about the cores and all. And I told them about my ideas.
Oh, yeah.
I said that fire is too common and it wouldn't really add too much, right, to a bullet. It makes it hotter, But there are enemies that are resistant to heat, you know, some that are armored and stuff, who heat wouldn't even make a difference on. But lightning can work on almost anything. Can add impact to the effect.
It's
It can
true.
stun enemies.
Anything with muscles can retract, right?
Yeah, yeah. It could also activate certain things like gunpowder and the like.
You could have like a double firing system, one that like fires the bullet and then like the lightning ignites it once it hits something.
Yeah, or put a lightning charge inside of the projectile.
Yeah. The further away from like physicality and the closer to mumbo jumbo magic stuff you get, is the more you lose me. So, I'm
No
sorry.
worries. It's all right. That's my level of knowledge too. But as I said, you know, you're with those other creative folk who have probably made things, like Scout, for example. So, I already asked Scout, of course, but, you know, Scout thinks 20 ideas at the same time. And it's difficult for her to follow her one all the way through to the end.
Nice. She's got a great little brain on her shoulders.
Yeah.
It's great.
So if I wanted a gun with all kinds of effects on it, you know, like 20 or 30 different sidearms and stuff, then she'd know what to do. But if I'm asking, like, what can we do with the different cores, she doesn't
Yeah.
know either. I'll ask Isaac too. But Mira also.
Of course.
Alright.
They use guns, right? I feel like I never saw him in the keep. Maybe that's a good thing.
Who, Mira?
Yeah.
She's a shooter. She was the first one in Group
Ah.
1. She stole my spot.
Oh.
I'm
I
getting.
see.
I like the group I have.
Yeah, it's good.
Group 2 is a good one.
Just waiting for Marcus to return back from informing you.
It's got Scout.
You do your best to. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, if they've tinkered with guns too, that'll be good for repairing later on.
Aye. Yeah, she actually added the scope to my gun.
Also,
Bye, Pedro. Have a good day.
Oh, well.
And she maintains them too. All right. Thank you, Bailey. I appreciate it. Don't let me keep you here.
No, I'll think about it for a little bit. Sure.
All right. I'll catch up with you next week. Or ask you during the week, you know. All right. Let me go bother.
Yeah.
specific with your directions. Specific. I'm just glad you didn't use the up one this time. That one can hurt.
Mira. I'm going to ask you a stupid rhetorical question. To start.
Okay.
You're a gunner, right? A shooter.
Yes.
What sort of weapon, what sort of gun do you specialize in?
Don't really specialize, but I favor rifles.
Rifles? I don't think I've ever seen you use one.
Didn't bring one.
Oh. So,
Why do you ask?
arms. What sort of arms are you thinking of? What do you want to do with your weapon? I need to swallow there.
I need an arm that will cover my needs.
As a...
Keep me versatile.
Oh, so not a rifle then, but something else.
Yes.
Oh,
It
really?
can function like one. Perhaps I have the experience, but I've used plenty of other weapons.
Have you given thought to what you want your arms to do? Like what sort of spell or core to have? I love role-playing with Oblivious.
Lot of questions.
I'm a sniper. I have really good eyesight and really good aim, you know, but I'm tiny, right? So anything physical is not going to work well on me. Hollow bones and all. So if I'm going to have a weapon, it needs one to be useful. more useful than just a projectile weapon. So I'm asking people who are gunners, you and Scout and Isaac and stuff, for their ideas.
What sort of things are they trying to build?
Oh, well, Scout doesn't know yet, because Scout has 1,000 ideas every second. And I haven't spoken to Isaac yet. I'm going to talk to them next whenever I find them.
Mm.
And I asked Bailey over there if she had heard of any interesting arms to use and stuff. But I guess she hasn't done a lot of work on anything exotic, you know, for arms in particular. Donali wants to use light. She didn't like her shotgun weapon that Scout made for her. Collateral damage. I think that's the term, right? Hitting a friend.
Well, not just that. It's not good for the barrel. Make you miss your shot.
Especially something that's really blunt and short instead of, you know, you can brace against your shoulder. I want to do something. I want to have some sort of effect with the weapon I fire, you know. One of the professors suggested that instead of fire, that I consider lightning as my core. Because it can do things like stun and shock, and it can apply extra energy to the impact.
I'm looking at the water core.
What would you do with it?
Water pressure.
Oh, like a water hammer effect.
Pierce through the, pierce through even the toughest of heights. And burn the insides with the boiling water.
Oh, a steam explosion. You know, if you put water
I've
under
also been
pressure,
considering,
you can increase its temperature.
What's the point?
That would be terrifying, especially if you fire it into something that's got a lot of fat in it. It'll explode from the inside. Oh, that would be a mess. So water.
Yes, it would.
All right. If you get any other ideas, let me know. I'm kind of curious about things. I learned that Dusk had a gravity core. That's how they were doing their attacks.
I was wondering what that was.
Unfortunately,
You should
it's
talk with Valdris.
Valdris.
We have a bit of an impromptu lesson between Isaac and I.
Oh, all right.
Apparently, there's two kinds of gunner foci. One that's a gun and one that's a casting weapon.
I didn't even know casting weapon. I think that might be it.
I'm looking more at the latter.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what kind of effects you could have.
I've been feeling inspired.
Valdris.
What if the arm isn't just the weapon itself, but it is instead a platform for weapons?
Now you sound like Scout.
And other tools. Make it hard to remove, like braggies. Keep it on you, close at all times. Give it some basic function. And then use external tools to make it deadly.
What sort of tools would you add to it? I'm starting
Found
to lose my
myself
voice.
drawn to the idea of a fountain pen as of late. Something that operates separately to the arm. The arm supports.
A fountain pen? Like... Oh, what would you do with it? other than right.
The mechanism works off of pressure. Guides the water out, or ink in this case.
Oh, what if you put something else in there? Not just ink.
I suppose that's something, though I don't know how well that'll work. Especially for something I have in mind.
Ah, all right. Well, thank you, Mira. Appreciate it. Valdres. Do you know where they are right now, by any chance?
The principal, right there.
Oh,
I think
okay.
He's actually talking with Opal.
They have light
I've
and
seen him.
light and dark
Light and
cores.
dark.
Yeah.
Both.
All right. Thank you. Oh dear. I don't know, honey.
Ah.
You all right? Okay.
Just thinking about what Valdres just said.
Oh, what did he say?
While you were preoccupied the day of the final, I experienced a different dream that was separate from the first one. At first I thought it was a warning of the future because the information present and every other experience I've had has usually been looking forward. But it turns out it was something that happened 20 years ago.
Oh,
that
really?
Valdres was present for. The fall of a city called Vanderhall. A place that apparently we are meant to go within a year's time. Even if it is ruins.
Oh. Maybe that's why they were talking to me about discovered cores. They're already planning for us to go there. Remember what I asked you about cores and what you were going to do with them?
I remember.
So, part of that conversation was asking Dusk, where could we find one? You know, a gravity core or more exotics. And he said, aside from fallen wardens. And salvage would be a place to look.
Given what is happening now, it's not just dreams of the future, but also the past. Which makes me think that what I need to find is
I love how beautiful
the
she
time
is.
core. That is my assumption, at least.
Oh, I've never even
It
heard
makes
of one
the
of
most
those.
sense. There was one that Valdres mentioned, and apparently the only known wielder is the titled warden of Runewald.
You gonna take it from them?
I doubt that would be so simple to do. Although if it were possible to consult them on the natures of their magic, it may give me a better idea of what is asleep inside of me, I guess.
It's too bad the attunement
Because it
takes so long.
seems-
You could ask to borrow it.
Something tells me they probably would not be too willing to part with it. Unless there was a beneficial reason for them to do so.
Do you have visions? What more do they need?
Aside from the one that was of my own city Shieldfall. And I guess, well,
yeah?
Now I have proof that the past ones were true also.
Yeah.
I would have only been 1 year old at the time that event happened. I was nowhere near it. So there would have been no way for me to know about it.
Yeah.
Let alone see it through somebody's eyes that weren't mine.
And I think Valdorus would know if you were lying. Or making it up, like you had read it somewhere. So?
Given the details that were given, I would hope that he believed, but I don't think I need to worry about that too much.
Where, Runewald, you said? That's where this one is. How far from here is that? Do you know?
I am not 100% certain, but apparently that person was here the day prior to our arrival.
Oh!
He was one of the ones who set up the information for the keep's functionality and behaviors of the simulations.
The, no anomaly keep.
Something tells me there's more to those data entries than he's letting on, but without really knowing the nature of the research, I wouldn't really be able to say.
Alright. Well, another mystery for us to add. At least people listen to you now. Even Valdorus knows that you have visions, and that they're true.
At least, I mean, it's mostly the professors and a few of the candidates.
Yeah, but we're all that
including
matters.
you.
So, who cares about the rest?
Well, if it is something that is detrimental to their safety, I care about all of them.
Well, it's up to them to listen. If they don't, what happened to them is their fault.
Well, it's not like I just go around rapidly proclaiming these visions to everyone to hear.
No. That's what you got us. I have no problem proclaiming
don't want
things.
people staring at me more than they already do because of my tendency to just
Nope.
get tired a lot.
Valdorus, huh? Was there. And we're going?
He was there 20 years ago because of the calamity called the Scaled Tyrant. He was the only titled warden available in the area, and the candidates were put forth on the front lines to fight, as a lot of their heaviest hitters were already busy with another subjugation of another beast. So the timing of the event was very unfortunate.
Not a lot of candidates
the
left.
majority of their... They did not have the majority of the ones they probably would have put forth in their place.
Poor candidate. Let's hope that doesn't happen to us. But at least if we do, we've got the best unit apparently in the last, what was it, 17 years or something like that?
16.
Oh, 16? Yeah, well there we are. We're going back there. What was the name of that
Granted,
place?
the only... trying to get the exact pronunciation right.
I always love it when I hear Ari's voice.
I wrote it down, I'm blanking out on it all of a sudden now that you're asking me.
No worries. You can tell me later.
Right, Vanderhall.
Vanderhall. I think we
And
should
I
go
do
read up
believe
on
it
it.
is, at least its history, but I do believe its ruins are ones that lay along the path of migration for this city, or not this city, but Reinhold, which may actually tie into what else I have seen. what everybody is looking at across the harbor at the time that the people that I am seeing through their eyes are looking out, although I do believe they are mine. But outside the barrier, as the harbor district is bordering it, they can see the shape of a city out in the distance.
This is the one that starts with joy and ends with sadness.
And given that it is not a scheduled crossing, as I imagine that would not be what causes it to make people sad.
No, I've been thinking it's somebody dying.
It's more likely. It very well could be what they are seeing as the ruins of the city as the city passes by it.
The one we're going to? To go get you a core? Hopefully me too.
I don't think that's why we're going there exactly.
That's why I'm going.
Valdris did not specify the purpose of us going there in a year.
I'm going to get a core. That's what I'm doing. A rare one. That's what I want.
I don't even know what I'm gonna get. Whatever I get is what I get. I was just popping by to tell Denali that I was gonna go to the dorm. I'm gonna let my body rest for a bit. The rage mode is still not fully out of my system yet.
Okay. Get
All right.
good. Rest.
I will. Don't worry.
Okay.
You have a good day.
I'll try.
Alright, thank you, Ronaldi. I appreciate it. I need to talk to Isaac and I need to talk to Valdris.
Well, Valdris is inside the church right now talking to some people, but it seems to be a private matter.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna
so
go.
I would not,
Yeah, don't worry.
However, he seems to be going around to a lot of people, so I'd recommend probably remaining in the square.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna go see if I can find Clink again.
I wonder where Scout went.
No idea.
She went out that way a little while ago. She came back, but I was wondering where she was going.
Oh, might just be a comfortable spot out there.
That's what I figure. But you know, I still worry.
Fair enough.
Alright, everyone. My throat's starting to kill me. And we're at that time, I said. So I'm gonna go take my rest now. I'm gonna miss Valdris, which sucks. But, I'm starting to lose my voice here. So, thank you all. Yeah, coffee's in there. He's a lot like me, though. He tends to have only a certain amount of time he can last before he dies. Oh, I've had the menu up the entire time. Alright, well, I hope all of you have a lovely time. Oh, there's coffee. Speaking of coffee. So, let's see. I had promised, I forgot who I promised to send everybody to. Let me go check real quick. Do a refresh here. Let's see who we got. Yep. Oh. Okay, this is going to be an unusual one for us. So, I'm going to not send you for once to a roleplay place. I'm going to send you to the person who did the Celestia thing. The eye roll. So that was done here by lovely Ria. Seer commissioned her for me. Aye, thank you. Oh, you were here the entire time, Miko. Oh, I hope it was fun for you. I'm actually feeling relatively okay. I need to practice something with her voice because it's a little hard on me still. Oh, I'm glad. It was really fun. You know, these kind of conversations are really memorable for me. I like them quite a bit. I like seeing my character, you know. I like learning new things about the others. Alright, I'm gonna send you all to not roleplayer for once. So give me a moment here while I wander my way over. We're gonna go Lavan Laveria. So I hope you all wish her well. She's a wonderful artist. She does art things. She's really sweet and all. If you're interested in continuing along, feel free to jump over to Miss Oblivious. She's still streaming and she's gonna continue. And she always runs a long stream and you learn all kinds of interesting stuff. Or Ari, of course, Ari, who we were just talking to. Alright, everyone, have a good night.